Hey guys, 4-hour drive from London and we're in Harrogate where the Bespoke UK Handmade Bicycle Show is happening. It's a 10th anniversary, so my friend Dennis, who is helping me with filming today, and I are very excited to see what's inside. So let's go in. I haven't seen any other stand who has seven bikes. How did you do this?
It's partly determination and partly being an idiot, to be completely honest. I always say every single year I'm only taking 3 bikes next year, and then I end up with like an absolute headache of a job for the 2 weeks before the show, trying to pull 7 bikes together.
Yeah.
So.
Are these all client bikes?
Yeah, so the silver one's my own bike, the new one there.
Yeah.
And then everything else belongs to customers. I always only show customers' bikes because I just believe that what you see is what you get. You know, I know that sometimes people will use like a better paint for show bikes or this. Like for me, I use the same people all the time. So anything that you see on this stand is exactly what you're going to get when you come to me as a customer.
Yeah, one of my friends bought your feather gravel bike.
Okay.
He sold his Super 6.
Right.
He stopped riding road with me. Now I don't have a riding buddy.
Oh no, I'm sorry about that. Which bike was that?
It was bright pink with green splashes.
Oh yes,
all over.
yeah, the guy in London.
In London, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I'm
Ben,
thinking of another one, Ben. Yeah. But yeah, that was a lovely bike. But yeah.
Yeah, it's.
I apologise.
Yeah. But definitely stands out from the crowd, and I guess that's what your bikes are made for. I mean, they're really unique and
yeah, for
nice
sure. And I mean,
schemes.
like, they do stand out from the crowd, but I also like to believe that they ride like a modern bike. The quality of the ride is just second to none. You know, I sort of put thought into absolutely every aspect of a build, all the way from the tubing that I'm using to the bike fit, all the way through to the last stages of the paint as well.
Cool. Well, good luck with the show. There is one more day left.
I know, yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
Cheers.
Historically, we've been a road bike brand, or drop handlebar bikes mainly. But we've always made bikes like this with a flat bar as a custom model.
Yeah.
But we really wanted to start offering them as a standard model as well. They're becoming more popular, and wanted to do something a bit different. So yeah, this is based on a model that we already make for drop handlebars.
Yeah.
But we've adapted the geometry to make it suitable for a flat bar.
So I guess the longer.
It's a longer top tube.
Yeah,
mainly.
top tube.
Yeah.
And do you think it's the future of gravel?
No, not necessarily.
Are we moving to mountain bikes?
I don't think so. No. But there's always a proportion of people that just don't want a drop handlebar for various reasons. So we typically would have made about 20 bikes a year like this as a custom model. So we might as well offer it as a standard model.
Yeah.
Just as an alternative for people. But people will joke about it being a mountain bike, and it's obviously very similar to an old mountain bike in terms of the tyres and the geometry. But I mean, there's a couple of key differences. One is the chainring clearance.
Yep.
You can't fit a road chain set or a bigger chainring on a mountain bike. You're limited to a 32 ring. This will still fit a road double, 50-34.
That's great.
This is a 42 single ring. Carbon fork. It's not a suspension corrected fork, so it looks nice with a gravel tyre. Doesn't have a big gap.
Yep.
It also fits well with a mudguard.
Yep.
Whereas if you have the longer fork, it just doesn't look right with the mudguard. Doesn't sit right, and it keeps all the weight down. The fork is 450 grams. Compare that to a typical mountain bike fork.
And do you know the overall weight of the bike?
Well, you can quite easily build it down to about 8 kilograms.
8.
This is probably 8.5, 9, but 8 is easily possible. So.
Sounds great.
Build a nice light bike, use it off-road, use it on the road, whatever you want.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Cheers. Thank you.
Look at the shape. Red, New Durace. Red, New Durace.
These are my show-off wheels this year. They are basically as light. I didn't actually set out to make them this light. I just thought I'd get light components. I was asked to build some very lightweight wheels. So they're extra light hubs. These are Bird fiber spokes. Bird are a US company.
Yep.
And some rims from a Taiwanese factory that I know and trust, and a few of us independent wheel builders use. And they've come together, and this particular pair are 0.1 gram under 1120 grams.
So basically, you can take any hub, any rim, and build it using this one.
Yeah, you can.
And do you
use
know
these
what
instead.
is weight saving comparing to the steel spokes?
Yes. So these two pairs of wheels over here, they're identical except for the spokes, and the ones with the fiber spokes are 125 grams lighter. So
125.
125.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll bring you my wheels.
But you haven't already got fiber spokes on them.
No, I don't.
Oh, right,
I have
yes.
steel.
Bring me the wheels. Yeah, we can make them
Deal.
lighter.
Deal.
Sounds good.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Nice to meet you.
We're down in Suffolk. Okay, yeah, it's in the middle of
This full suspension mountain bike.
Well, this is on a prototype of a new 916 we'll have next year. So a 160mm travel bike. So the original mountain bike we made was a 160 travel, so we just developed that a bit further, basically. So
That's really cool.
This will be out, say, next spring sometime.
This is something we didn't expect from Schwalbe.
This is the whiskey bike.
Nice.
So we've got stainless 921 frame, with essentially a flask in the down tube. On the bottom bracket shell, you've got a Series 1 Land Rover radiator on the bottom. Each stud is a blind hole, keeping the tube sealed. You have a bleed port, and then to allow the vacuum out, you've got a little valve here. So when you get to the top of the climb, you can have a little victory drink with the whiskey from the down tube of your frame.
What is better, Schwalbe or Continental?
Do I have to answer?
Anything new
10 times.
that you want to talk about?
Yeah, we've got a few new things since the pandemic. So the hottest thing off the press would be the new GP5000 STR.
Yeah, we've heard a lot. Everyone is talking about it.
So yeah, we had the global launch last week, and this is probably the first show in the world probably where the public can come and have a look at the tyre.
Yeah.
You know, it's here.
It's finally light
yeah,
and tubeless at the same time.
They just arrived in the UK last week, and it's hookless compatible. It's 50 grams lighter than the previous model.
Yeah.
So the saving in rolling resistance is quite significant. I mean, Ghana won the World Time Trial Championships on a prototype of this tyre only 3 weeks ago by 4 seconds. And
that's very important, especially for us amateurs.
The wattage saving, we believe that had he been on the old GP5000, that he may not have won that race. 4 seconds, you know, it's quantifiable.
I know. Maybe he just became stronger.
He could have become stronger, but then he'd have won
But
by
you don't take this into account.
Yeah, it's all to do with
of course,
fine margins.
Of course, sure.
Yeah.
Do you have your ultralight tubes with you?
The supersonic tubes? No, not with us. They flew away on the motorway. They were so light, they just came out of the van and
good story,
like
good
balloons.
Story.
Yeah.
You prepared, are you right?
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much.
No problem.
Good luck with the show.
Cheers.
We have Tom Story,
Hello.
and it's one of the most beautiful bikes of the show and definitely my favorite one.
Thank you very much.
I can see a lot of thought went into the building the frame and a lot of 3D printing of titanium.
Yep.
Can you talk a little bit about this bike and what's unique about it?
Yeah, so this is the sort of road model that I make. So it's a road focused bike. I do gravel and mountain bike as well. They all share the same sort of DNA. So I use a lot of additive manufacturing, a lot of 3D printing, various different 3D printing processes as well, depending on what the part is that I want to make. And the idea behind all of that is I wanted to be able to offer a completely unique products that give me full design control. So I make most of the parts that go on the bike, so I can adjust everything I need to on an individual basis. So
what's left for having a full bike made of titanium?
I haven't.
This is titanium, this is titanium, this is titanium, this is titanium. You have titanium cranks.
I do have titanium
you have titanium
cranks.
Pulleys.
Yeah. Chain rings.
What's next?
I haven't done cassettes yet. That might be
Okay.
on the list. Shifting components and brakes, that's not something I've delved into yet.
I'm glad you have a carbon saddle.
Carbon saddle, yeah.
Made by Beyond, by the way. Look,
Oh, there we go. Yeah. No, they're
There you
great
go.
saddles, yeah.
great minds think alike.
They do. Yeah, there's, saddle, I suppose, would be one, but it's not very high on my list.
Sorry, Beyond.
It's okay. I'm sure you won't mind.
Usually, all the bikes we have on the show, titanium,
Yep.
they would have a carbon fork. Why did you decide to go for titanium? Apart from the flexibility, which you just
Yeah, so
talked about.
that's a big part of it. You know, it's one of those things where you can often get it designed into a corner because you might have a fork with only 2 offsets and not mudguard mounts or not enough tyre clearance. So
Yeah.
one of the reasons, and then I wanted to use integrated cabling, and I didn't want to be forced down the route of having to use a particular headset bearing, or I wanted to manage the cables in a particular way, which is handled by the steerer tube of the fork.
Yeah.
In many ways, it's much more like a carbon fork in the shape of it, and it's got very variable wall thickness. So it's completely different to a conventional tubular fork. So
And I'm sure everyone wants to know how much this bike costs. The frame set.
So-
Frame set with the...
Yeah, so the frame kits, with basically all the titanium bits, including the crankset, which isn't on this bike. So I'm selling those, including UK VATs. It's £8,000 for a kit. So most people are spending somewhere between £10,000 and £12,000 on a ready-to-ride bike.
Yeah,
I mean, the sky's the limit, so you can spend more if you want.
true.
So top-end pricing, but within the realms of what you can
I'll
spend.
start saving straight after this show.
Okay, good.
Actually, thank you very much, and
You're
good luck
welcome.
with the show. It's a really showstopper.
Thank you very much. I'm glad you like it.
You're riding bikes, right?
Yeah.
Very good.
My dad's over at the presentation over there, so
very
we're just
good.
looking after the stand.
All right. Yeah. So
A short interview for Twisted Wheels YouTube channel. What's your favorite bike on the show?
Probably. Well, if I wasn't going to say my dad's bike, so I would probably say there's a one over there. It was like splatters all over it. So a guy, he put a spray can into a little cup and then just splatter it on the bike. It looked really cool.
Did he do it live on the show?
No, but he was showing me how to do it.
How to do it? So now you know.
Yeah.
So now you can paint your bike the same way.
Yeah, my dad did it a bit of a different way, but it kind of looks the same. This
Oh
is
yeah,
kind
that's
of
a nice looking
bit of a
bike.
Different fade. We were riding.
So
them
your
and they
brothers?
felt- Yeah.
And these are your bikes?
Yeah, this is mine. I've got the Shield head badge, which is quite new. And then this is my dad's old one. It's the original TJD logo.
Why? What TJD stands for?
James Design. Because he's called is.
That's your dad's
James,
name?
Yeah.
you got t-shirts. Nice.
T-shirts. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Old ones we got new. Yeah, new ones are here.
Where's your dad?
He's doing a presentation in the pub.
Okay. Your dad is in the pub.
Yeah, doing
and
a
you guys
we're
presenting
looking
his
after the
bike
stand.
on behalf of him.
Yeah,
Well
we're
done.
looking
You
after the
did really well.
Yeah, that's right. Quite a few people.
Question, yeah?
We only just arrived.
25. Cheers, guys.
Thank you.
You are the guy who TJD boys were talking about, right?
Yeah, probably.
They were so excited about the bike.
Yeah, it's just, no talent and lots of pain. That's all it is. No talent and lots of pain.
I don't believe there is no
No,
talent.
it's true, mate. It's honestly true.
That's supply problem in the industry right now. You can't even build the bike for the show.
Twisted wheels.
Can you tell me about the new stuff you brought to the show?
Yeah, we've got so this is a gravel bike built by one of our UK brands that we look after in the UK called Ra Bikes, who are here. We've got the new Explore fork, which is Explore spelled XPLR. So
with massive travel of 3 centimeters.
30 or 40 mil travel. It's just designed to give that little bit of forgiveness those sort of more, because gravel riding, there's so many different levels of gravel riding.
Yep.
So it's probably not for everyone, but that more adventure style gravel riding where you've got steep holes, big ruts.
For mountain bike gravel riders.
Yeah, probably that sort of crossover.
Not from the guys who are coming from road.
No,
the guys who coming down.
Exactly. The guys who are coming from road, there's the gravel bikes over there will be more suitable with more hardcore geometry. So we've got the Explore fork. We've got the Force 1x group set.
Yeah.
So on the back, they're running a mullet with a XX1 rear derailleur with a 1052 on the back. They have just launched the new Explore rear derailleur and cassette, which is a 1044.
I already have it.
Yeah,
1044. I managed to get hold of it.
Well done.
That wasn't easy.
So that kind of plugs the gap between the road 1036 and then the mountain bike 1050.
Why did it take you so long to release it?
I don't know, to be honest.
SRAM, I should ask SRAM. I keep on forgetting you.
But no, it's because they take a long time to produce products. They're always working sort of a few years in advance.
Yeah.
There was a demand for it. But to be honest, in the last 2 years, we've done so many of these mullet builds.
And now when you sold enough, you can come up with the gravel specific one.
And then finally we've also got the Reverb Explore, which is 27.2 diameter. You can get it in either a 50 or a 75 mil drop, and it's got a little bit of built-in squish as well, just to give
when
you
it's
that.
not fully extended.
Exactly, just to give you that little bit of added forgiveness.
That one I couldn't get hold of.
No.
I was trying. I checked everything, even US, no one has it.
Yeah, we've got them arriving into the UK in November. Of course, it doesn't come
November, which is
this year.
This November.
Yeah,
not
November.
20.
No,
23,
this
4, 5.
this November. And we've also, of course, it's slightly cheaper at retail. It's £500 at retail because it doesn't come with the left-hand lever.
Yep.
Because of course you can use your double tap.
Yeah.
Over here.
Okay, that's good.
So again, they're not quite into the UK yet, but we managed to get a pair to display on that bike over there.
I'm glad you, as distributors, managed to get hold of some SRAM parts.
We wanted them. Obviously, supply chain stuff at the moment.
I know.
You change speed, your 11 speed in the hubs, and the electronic inside the bar. And your charging point is on the back, using like a smartphone, a little micro USB port. And the smart protection.
We have Andy here from Spoon Customs. You have some amazing paint schemes and some amazing bikes that you brought to the show. Can you tell me a bit more about those bikes?
Yeah, so this one behind me is going off to America for a chap called Eric. He's going to Miami. He's going to live out his life there. And it's inspired by NASCAR that Richard Petty used to ride around in the 60s.
Amazing, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. And that blue was actually a mistake. Richard Petty, his mechanics or his painters or whatever, spilt some white paint into a navy blue, and that's how that colour came about. And it's really lovely, and everyone's been really generous about it since we've been here.
I know.
People are a bit blown away that the fork it's all been done with masks and an airbrush. There's no stickers.
Really? I was wondering how you made it.
Yeah, there's Sam Weeks at Gun Control Custom Paint, which is our paint studio. He's just like next level. So it's stainless steel. It's from tubing from Columbus. It's their XCR tube set, and then we've used an NV carbon seat post for the ISP. Obviously Bilam there. That's kind of cool. Dura-Ace 11. NV kit.
Why Dura-Ace 11? Tell me. Why not 12?
We can't get it yet. It's just not available.
the same answer from everyone.
Yeah.
even guys from SRAM said you need to check the bikes at Spoon Customs, and especially the blue one. Even though it has Shimano.
Yeah.
Even though it has Shimano, they said it's still a great bike.
Oh wow, cool. That's kind of nice. Yeah, we do a lot of Campag work as well. We work with Campagnolo really closely. We build the bikes in Italy, so it's not far down the road from Vincenza. So we like Campag, we like SRAM, we like Shimano. We can't get much at the moment, but we're working through it, you know.
That's really cool, and really thought through designs, and I'm glad you guys developing so well. Yeah,
it's
and
busy.
It's like really great to follow you on Instagram and see your new projects, and this one is definitely
really cool, and it's nice to. It's just so nice to be back and with people and able to do this and able to talk about the bikes again.
Are these all your colors that you have in there?
These are our stock colors, so all of these 5 colors, and for our larger bags they come in 3 colorways. But we do a custom service, so we have a list of all our fabrics on our site. We can make one to order in the color of your dreams. We don't do panniers, but we have a lot of things in the works, and panniers is something that we'd like to do. Yeah.
Okay, coming soon.
Coming soon. Yeah.
Some secrets here on the show.
Okay, guys, so we are standing at another really beautiful manufacturer from Midlands. So it's actually a recreation of the 18th century, 19th century factory. Using modern technology and the machinery of the modern days.
You're doing well. Are you hiring him? Don't need to do any work, right?
He did a great job. 130-year-old siren whistle. It's good that this technology kind of existed.
That's so cool. This is your bike.
This is my bike, yeah.
And this is quite unique. I've never seen anyone routing it through the top of the stem.
Well, of course, integrated routing is something that was developed primarily for road bikes. So aerodynamics being the main reasons. So a road bike, you wouldn't have any cables anywhere because it would go inside the bars and then inside the stem. Obviously, with mountain bikes, most mountain bike brake levers will have the cable nowhere near the bar. Some Magura have designed
have the 90 degrees connectors.
Straight in, and apparently there's a pair of Hope brakes that point towards the bar. So if you had a well-placed hole,
but then you need to find the bars which have holes.
The bars and everything. Whereas this is actually a stem from FSA.
Yeah.
It seems to be not a lot of people.
This is ACR, right? Or how they call it?
This is ICR, so integrated cable routing. Yeah, they have like the ACR, the ICR, the AC. No, not ACD. Yeah, ACDC. They should do. But it's an FSA. I took it off the shelf, stripped it down, anodized it in-house myself. You see all the parts.
That's unbelievable, yeah.
Because obviously it looks really cool. It's and especially. My end of the market, where you're doing like high-end bespoke custom bikes, looks are like a very legitimate reason for doing anything that you might on a build. But also you get the advantage of no cables to hang out anywhere, like get hit on rocks or snags
trees.
or anything. But I think one of the biggest advantages is cleaning your bike. So you go, like, if anyone who does like a lot of off-road, you go get super muddy and then it's like this, I've got to clean my bike now. And when you have cables on the outside of a frame, it makes cleaning your bike just a chore. It's no fun.
Plus, I guess you can put the handlebar back and it wouldn't interfere with the cables, right?
Definitely. Now it weighs 2 kilos. So once you cut off,
29,
yeah, and when you cut off 100 grams that should have been missing from the parts,
That's
it means it weighs the same as like a standard steel gravel frame or what.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
No
Good luck with the show.
Awesome. Cheers. Thanks
Nice
for
to see you again.
You too.
You have quite unique bikes. Tell us a bit about them.
So the Molten Bicycle was designed originally by Dr. Alex Molten.
Yeah.
And he had a lot of success putting the suspension systems onto cars. So most iconically the Mini Cooper. So he thought, what can I do with the bike that would make it more comfortable, more user-friendly? But he wanted to get away from the diamond frame. He thought it wasn't the optimum design. And so the Molten Bicycles that you're seeing today are a later, if you like, version of the first small-wheeled bicycle. So before that, there hadn't been small-wheel bikes. And before Alex Molten, there hadn't been fully suspended bikes. You had fully suspended motorbikes, of course.
I didn't notice the front suspension.
Yeah. Suspension on the front, suspension on the rear. And so it was a real groundbreaker. Blue entry-level bike, the Cone, which is celebrating 60 years of the Mini Cooper rear suspension. That's why it's called the Cone. That costs approximately £2,000. So, and then this one, the scary one, is, I'm going to say, over £10,000. Well, we do have a bike that costs about 18,000 as well, but that's not here today. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Wow, there were so many great bikes and components on this show. I wish I could show you all of them and talk to more people, but we ran out of time. I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as we enjoyed filming it. That's it for now. See you later.